This is a Facebook story. Let's make no mistake about it.
Yes, there's red flags here on Facebook.
That's what we got.
On Facebook, on social media, for all her friends and family to see.
This is the thing about social media. Were those Facebook posts something we should have responded to, or should they be brought down? Are they intrusive?
You tell me. Let our audience tell us. So here's two examples, okay? On May 1st, she posted, "And to think we left the wild card out of the game, and that's how the Queen ran away with the Joker back when we still played poker." And then on May 3rd, and these are way in contrast to her other posts, okay? Yeah. And then on May 3rd, she wrote, quote, "You have to become the most brilliant in order to become the most ignorant." So wild, wacky. Different,
weird,
yeah,
different.
up and down.
But Leanne, do we take every weird post and go, oh, be careful with that person, never know what's going to happen next?
No, absolutely not. Sometimes people like to post weird things, Dr. Drew, but when you have somebody when you have a history of somebody that is schizophrenic or is doing different things, why are there not more people surrounding her, knowing she has a child? A, you could probably hurt yourself or you're going to hurt a loved one. Now, they were saying that she lived with her mom. What I've heard is that she was not living with her mother. But when people call your mom, if somebody called me and said, I'm worried about something that your husband's doing or whatever, I would do something. I mean, you're reading those Facebook posts, and they don't even make sense. That's scary to me, and I didn't even know this woman. And to know that that poor child was screaming while she was stabbing him breaks my heart, because I have that young son.
Yeah.
You know, I have my young son.
And by the way,
Lloyd,
if you want to see how cute her young son is, look on Instagram. We all took a picture with him. We couldn't stand it. He was so cute. But this is something that Nancy was saying during her show about Schenecker, which is the person who's supposed to protect you becomes the perpetrator of violence against you. And she's sick, Anahita. So my question is, what are the ways to protect people from themselves when they have severe illnesses that cause them to do things they wouldn't do in their right mind?
That's a good question, Dr. Drew, and that's something I was wondering. Was she being treated for her mental illness? Was she taking medication?
Yeah, but what if she didn't want to take her medicine? That's what we see all the time. People don't have to take their medicine, Nadia. The law says that.
Right, and that's something that you and I talk about all the time. As a doctor, as a physician, it's very frustrating because you do have your hands tied behind your back. Now, legally speaking, I can tell you exactly where I think this case is going to go. She's going to plead not guilty by reason of insanity. We already know she has a mental illness. She's schizophrenic. She's been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And let me be clear, because I know we've had this debate before. There is a distinction between being mentally ill and being legally insane.
Right.
To be legally insane, you have to not know the difference between right and wrong
Anahita,
at the time of the crime.
She believed she was saving this child from being possessed by the devil or some crazy delusional thought.